Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to quickly do a print and cut from the Silhouette. I use Silhouette Portrait, but it works for both. This is the Silhouette Studio. This is what you're going to see when you open up the application that comes with the cutter. So the first thing that we need to do, because we want to print and cut images, we need to tell it where to go. So here is an example of a finished one. This is the one I just did today. I'm going to go to a blank one here, so you can see this is how it is blank. The first thing you want to do is go up into the right hand corner. The second one from the right says registration marks. You're going to click that. The top check mark says show registration marks. That's how the device knows how to align itself to be able to cut out the image that you've inserted. The next step is to insert an image. So we're going to go up to File and click Merge. And this will open up to how, whatever document area that you have, whether it's under documents or pictures or whatever. I'm going to do the Boston Bruins logo for an example. So you're going to click that and you can see this is huge, absolutely huge. So I'm going to press Shift and then I'm going to drag from one corner all the way in until I get a fairly small image. It's still going to be too big, but at least it gets it where I need to be. I'm going to zoom in on the whole document and center it to where I need it. The next step is to tell the cutter where to cut. Right now you have an image and you need the cutter to be able to determine where to cut. So you're going to create a circle. At this point, it doesn't matter if it's a good circle, oval, whatever. You're going to go up to the top, to the left and click the selection button, and you're going to click on that circle. And here it'll show you what the current dimensions are. It's 1.295 by 1.280. It's not a perfect circle. You're going to go up to the toolbar at the top, and there's this scale window. You're just going to click that, and it shows the specified dimensions here. For a large locket, I use 0.885. So you type that in, and then you click Apply. Now you have the perfect size for your large locket. You have to select the Boston's logo and drag it on top of that. As you can see, it's really big. So we need to reduce the size down and then just play with it until you get it to where you want it. That looks good. So there's a faint red line that you can see. If I zoom in a little more, you can probably see it. That's where the cutter is going to cut, but first you have to print your picture. Now, I don't typically do only one image per page. I usually like to do multiples to fill up the whole page so I don't waste paper. Because when you're doing custom photos, you can't reuse the paper because these registration marks, they'll print in a different spot depending on how your paper loads. So it's one time only, so I usually try and stack them up as much as I can or else I end up wasting paper. Anyways, the next step is to go up to the top left-hand side and it says Send to Silhouette. You're going to click that. Now, I'm not connected to my Silhouette or my printer, but the first step is to click here to print. So you click that button. As you can see, I have it on photo paper. I'm not connected, but normally that would show that it's connected. And then you would just click Print. But for this case, I'm canceling out of that. Once you click Print, it'll change to this display over here. So it should have printed with the registration marks. You're going to place that onto the cutting mat that's given to you. Make sure that you line up those lines as well as you can. And then you're going to click Continue. Now here it asks you about detecting the registration marks before cutting. You're going to want to click Detect Automatically. Normally, I'd say 99% of the time, this does a great job. It goes through, detects all 3 registration marks, and then it says it's ready to go. Sometimes it doesn't work, and that's when you'd have to click Detect manually. You would have to move the printer head over top of this left circle that's, or the left square that's circled here, and get it as close as possible, and then click it manually. Once you've done that, you'll get to this Cut Image page. I use the current settings when I'm using photo paper. I do pattern paper, which is about 60-pound paper at the speed of 5 and a thickness of 33. If you click Change Settings, it'll show you what blade you need to use. blade depth, and then you just go ahead and click cut, and you're done.